Hi folks, I apologise for my last video ending rather abruptly. Something went wrong with the file, I don't know what, but all that was at the end was me testing this capacitor, so I'll do that for you now. Now, what I'll do, I'll switch the capacitor tester on, the ESR tester. There we go. Oh, well that's good, isn't it? Ah! My ESR tester battery's just gone flat, folks. I don't know. Right, do I have a spare? Have I got a spare in the case? If I have, I'll quickly swap it. So let's have a look. We do have a spare. Right, how about that, eh? I go and do a test, and the battery goes flat. Yep, look at that. Flatter than a witch's tit, folks. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, there we go, folks. A new battery popped in. There we go. Yeah. How about that, eh? Go and do a test on camera and your battery goes dead. Get my fingers past here. Again. There we go. Right, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a test. Now this should be an 8 microfarad capacitor. And it's reading in circuit leaky. So we'll try again. In circuit leaky. And it's 20 ohms ESR. In circuit leaky. It's fair to say that that capacitor's knackered. And in my opinion, it's probably what's causing the rustling sound, because I've traced this capacitor, and I'll just do it again for the benefit, for your benefit. Just turn the chassis upside down. I keep forgetting. There we go, let's turn it upside down. Now, that capacitor goes to, I think it's pin 1. It goes to pin 1. Is it pin 1? It's either pin 1 or pin 9. I lose. I always forget which way around these damn pins go. But I think it's 1, 2, 3. Let's just check. Just check. See, it tells me on the bottom of. I have actually got another valve socket, folks, but I can't remember where it is, so I can check. But I'll just get my pointer. That'll do. Right. I think they go clockwise, don't they? So you'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So pin 9. Yeah, we're on it now, folks. I always get a bit mixed up, especially it's like the time now is 1:48 in the morning, folks. It's 10 to 2 in the morning. So. And that's just my computer bleeping to tell me something's completed successfully. Right, goes to pin 9 of the EL84. And yeah, so there's pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah, 9. The pin 8 isn't used, apparently. So, because they go around. Right. Now we've got the new battery popped into the ESR tester. Right, let's get on with this. The last time you heard from me, it was I think it was 1:40 something in the morning. I've since been to work and come home because I had to stop making the video because the battery in my camcorder went flat. So not been a very good night for me with batteries, because I had to replace the battery in this, as you know, and well, you don't know yet because I'm making the video, but you're about to find out. Anyway, what we want to do, because I can't remember where I was before I went to work, so generally what I'm going to do, I'm going to test this. I'm going to test this capacitor here, which is an 8. It's an 8 microfarad. The voltage is irrelevant. I think it's a 400 volt or something daft, or 350 volt or something stupid, something like that. I can't remember. So it's irrelevant. Doesn't matter because it's only the microfarad we're interested in. Just the value we're interested in. The voltage is not really an issue. Right, well that's showing us 1.1 microfarad, and it's showing 20 on the ESR scale. It's showing us 20 ohms. Now if I test it again, right, yeah, right, so, and that capacitor, that capacitor is actually like I say, it's an 8 microfarad, and it's showing us a 1.1 microfarad or something. Now, oops, I keep doing that. I keep pressing on. I think it's that. It's either the cursor or the audio valve. I've bent the goddamn cursor. It's a bloody cursor. I don't want to snap it. I mean, I'm going to have to at some point do the dial code on this radio, and I'll tell you now folks, I'm not looking forward to that. There we go. One thing I don't want to do, is snap there we go. I don't want to snap the pointer or bend it. So it means I've got to bend it back and I put stress on it. Right, so now if I turn this round, right, oops, pardon me, just banged the camera. Right, that capacitor goes to, let me just get my magnifying glass here. I might have mentioned this earlier, but I can't remember, so I'll just get my magnifying glass. Right, now let's have a look. I mean, all these capacitors are going to be changed. I just want to see. usually indicates the numbers of the pins on the bottom, the valve sockets, but on this it's not doing. Alright. We generally go clockwise, I think, anyway, so generally we'll have so I think this will be pin 9. What I need to do is bring up pin 9 and see what what I need to do is have a look at the circuit and see where that capacitor connects. See what it actually connects to in the valve, because I'm not quite sure. Alright, so we've got don't want to knock anything on. And that's only a 12 volt, that's 50 microfarad there. It's only a 12 volt. I'll have one of them. Should have one of them in stock. Anyway, getting back to this one. Don't get my fingers under there to just. That's the wire there, and it goes to this pin of the EL84, which is I think is pin 9, because if I remember rightly they go around they go clockwise. So you've got like pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So pin 9, that's right. Now what I need to do is check this. Right, this is a what do you call it? Stuck on it, the clamp. I know it's I know it's 50 microfarad because I've just had a look at the. I've just perused the circuit. I just need to get this metal clamp off. 12 volt DC working. So obviously that's a low power part of the circuit, and it's 50 puff. It's 50 no, it's not 50 puff, is it? It's not picofarads. That's 50 microfarads. Now, yeah, look at the way this is all put together. So basically I've got to get this off, because it will be getting replaced obviously. So let's get the soldering iron turned on. Like I say, there's no time like the present, is there? Now I need to see where it connects to. Need to grab its wire there. Lift its wire, there we go. Where does it go to? It goes to goes to pin 3 of the EL84. That's another one that goes to the EL84, so have any definition, it's going to get replaced. Right, well, we've got a 40, pardon the squeak, my apologies for headphone users. Got a 47 mic at 25 volts, so we can replace that. With a 40. Can replace a 50 with a 47. That's no issues with that whatsoever. Right, so what I need to do is work out. I could really do with propping this up. Now, where's that piece of wood? There we go. Look at that. I could do with really propping this up, and there we go. Look at that. That's the piece of wood that was inside the radio. I wonder if that's what they screwed it in there for, so you could take it out and use it to prop the chassis. I don't know, but it certainly does the job. Now let's find a pair of, I might have to use a pair of wire cutters on this too. Right, so where's the solder? The thin stuff's there, I want the slightly thicker stuff. Do you know something, at this time of the morning when you've been working all night, and there it is, you just want to really go to bed, but there's a job that has to be done, and you know, anyone who knows me knows I don't like to leave, pardon me, like to leave things half done. I mean, there's not much I can do with it at the moment. I can't, like, what do you call it, because don't know where my other wire cutters have gone me straight. I've already got these side cutters. They don't like going into places. Oh God. Yeah, look at that there. We've got that orange wire there. I think I'm going to end up. So I need the orange wire taking off there. We need to get the orange wire off. We also need the resistor anyway, so I think it might be just as easy as just take this pink wire off this filter capacitor. There we go. Take them off there. There we go. Now, oh, look at that now. I can really get at that now. Now move that. I can really get at that. Because to be honest, I don't really want to make it look like crap in here. I have to snip that off. Let's snip that. And the little rubber sleeves coming off me cutters. So I wonder, I want to snip this. There we go. That's got that off. Now I need the other end. The other end goes through. Just do you know something? It's a real pain in the backside. It goes to the EKCO there. It goes to that pin. Let's try and get the soldering iron under there. Just don't want to start melting wires and making it look like a mess in here. Oh shit. Get in. Bloody hell. That's correct. Right. Oh, that's a nuisance, this. Never mind. Need to... I'll need to fit a piece of tag board in there anyway. There we go, I've got that off. Yeah, I'll need to fit a piece of tag board in there anyway. So it's positive at that side, negative at that side. Alright. Let's measure this capacitor, folks, and see what it yields. Will it be any good? Don't matter, it's getting replaced anyway, but just out of curiosity. 54.8 54.48 microfarads. So that was actually okay, that one, but as it's out, I'll put a new one in. As it's out, we'll go for a new one anyway, and I can snip this resistor. The legs on this don't need to be as long, so I can snip that, take the capacitor off, take the sheathing off the legs, snip the sheathing down a bit because we don't need it that long. There we go. Off there. Likewise, snip the sheathing in half because we don't need it as long as it is. I'm going to just do this quick job, folks, and I'm going to go to bed because I'm absolutely knackered. I've been working, and I just thought I'd give you something, you know, a bit more progress. Right, now it doesn't matter which side I connect. I'm actually going to, doesn't matter which side I connect the resistor to. Let's just check this resistor, give it a bit of a clean. Right, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect join the capacitor to the resistor. Now that's the negative end. Join that like that. Just bend that down, there we go. Looks a bit neater. And what I'll do, I'll solder that now. We'll get the soldering iron on it. I've got one of them little helping hands gizmos. Where's that gone? Because I can clamp it in that. I've got one of these little chaps here, folks. I've got one of these. I've had this for years, and you know, it's really, it can be a lifesaver, this. So all I'll do generally, just clip the component to it. There we go. Solder the other end. There we go. Tin this. So it looks nice. get my little pliers out with a loop, which are just rounded, little rounded pliers. I think they're for circlips and stuff. But I'll tell you what they are good for. But I won't tell you. I'll actually show you what they're good for. Generally, take your pliers and your component, and you just there we go. Makes a little loop for the wire to hook through. But before I do that, let me just straighten that back out, because I'm going to put a little bit of sheathing over it. And the reason why I cut the sheathing down was so that we could get a bit of sheathing over the component. Now I can bend that sheathing's too long. Dip it down a bit more. There we go. There we go. Let's just flatten that, make sure it's nice. There we go, that's that one. Now I'll get another piece of sheathing. Or sleeving, whatever you want to call it. You can call it what you want. There's no difference. All we do. There we go. And I'll make sure that them are facing the same way, which they are. Right, makes it easy to get the wire through now. The way I judge this is the voltage and the value are upside down. So what I need to do now is lift that resistor slightly if I can. So you've got to remember these are old parts and you don't want to cause any stress, and I need that wire up so I can strip it. And that's actually not very clever actually, that wire's actually a bit brittle in places, and look at that. That wire's actually brittle in places, actually falling apart, that wire, look at that. That wire's knackered, folks. Oh dear me, that wire is no good. That was a problem waiting to happen. That wire's rotted all the way down there. Right. So, it looks like, yeah, that's going to be an issue, isn't it? Going to be a problem. Now. So it was just as well I'm replacing this. just as well I'm replacing it, folks, because that wire, I mean, I'm touching this and these are smooth and the insulation is just falling off that wire. I mean, it's completely rotten, and to be honest with you, I can't get my side cutters in there. Can't get them cutters in there to cut that, because I'd like to just, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to try and manoeuvre the wire out, because I mean, that insulation is just coming off it's just crumbling, that, folks. It's really rotten, that wire. I don't know why that one's, I hope the rest of the wiring in this isn't like that. Otherwise, I'm going to be in for a bloody big rewire job. And there we go. Look at that. Even the wire just broke off. I'm glad the wire broke off and not the valve, not the pin. There we go. Look at this, folks. Let's just show you this. Look at that. Look at it. It's just so brittle. Oh. Crumbling away in my hands. Look at that, it's just where it's been heated up on the chassis. There we go, knackered. Still, I actually think that by that being knackered, where does that go to anyway? External speaker socket by the look of it. I'll pick up for the gram. One of the two. No external speaker sockets here. So basically it's just a pick up for the gram, because it's coming from the it's got to be, well, I think it's the pick up for the gram, because that's the extension speaker socket there. That turns the internal speaker on off, so no, it can't be. Oh no, this is, yeah, external speaker. This one is for the gram. I'm thinking, let me just have a look at the back panel. That's for a tape recorder socket. That one is for a tape recorder. And the top one is extended. The top one is extended loudspeaker, which is the top one there. So that's extended loudspeaker, and the bottom one here is pick up for the gram. It's your gram pick up. Yeah, that one there's for plugging the record player into. Yeah, that's what's. Alright, so what I need to do now is to strip this wire here. Oh. Jesus, man. That is as tough as my knife. That is as tough as old boots. Where's my knife gone? There was a knife on here before. Where have I mislaid you now? I didn't throw it back in the drawer. No, I didn't. Oh yeah, I did. Let's put that piece of wood back under that. That's about all that piece of wood's good for. Because it certainly won't be going back in. we go. Because if I have to take the chassis back out at a later date, I ain't gonna be fanning around a piece of bloody wood. So, right, now let's get some solder down there onto the socket of the EL84 valve. I have not got the valve in the socket at this point. Not that it will make much difference. Because valves get hot anyway. By their very nature they're designed to. Now, positive. I can actually straighten that one out because it's not good. It can go through the valve hole, so I can straighten that one. Sort of just leave a little bit of a bend in it to feed it through. This is awkward, this getting this through here. Come on, you fucker. It still needs to be a bit straighter. But these has got to go through. There we go. Make sure that we've got the right end through. Yeah, because that's a negative end. So I can just get me pliers into that. Just pull that up. There we go. Now, just one thing we don't want to do is snap the bloody valve pin, because if we do that, it's a bloody big job of changing the fucking valve socket, and that's nicely in. Let's get the solder that capacitor into place. Tell you what though, folks, it's not exactly bloody easy to do this because of the position of everything. Jesus. I can't get it in there. Make sure that we're clear. Yeah, we don't want them touching anywhere else. So now all I need to do is bring this wire with the capacitor on. Do you know something? I could probably just fucking take that straight to the fucking socket, but too much like hard work doing that. It's easier to just do it this way. But I could just take that, just put a bend in that, there we go. So we put a loop in that. There we go. Now all we do is solder them together. And there we have it. Took that back down there out of the way, making sure it's away from the rectifier, which it is. That's okay, that's good enough. Right. And that, folks, and that is a nice, and if I can get me poker, me little screwdriver thing, little tool, that is where I've replaced the capacitor and the capacitor and the resistor. And I'll tell you what, that is actually a nice little job, and yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. So that's that one done. Right, I'm going to have my pot noodle now, folks, and there's not really much I can do because I need just tell you what this top one is here. This one is on the top, it's got to be replaced because that directly connects to the EL84 audio output valve as well. That's at 8 microfarad and it's 350 volts, and I haven't got one of those in stock, I'm afraid, so I'm having to order one. I've got one on order, and I've got the smoothing capacitor, or filter capacitor if you're in America. I've got that capacitor on order. What else is there? Pretty much nothing. I've got to restring the dial because the dial cord's all frayed. It's made out of wire and it's all frayed, it's got to be replaced. So I've got to find out where I can order some of that from because it's really, really thin stuff. Yeah, very, very thin stuff, so I've got to find out where I can order some of that. I mean the dial, I mean you can still tune it without that, it's just that it helps to have that. But you can still tune it without that because this knob is directly connected to the tuner anyway. So it's not like if this snaps then it's essential that you do it, but you know, them grommets are a bit perished there as well, so I'll replace those when I take the tuner apart. But we'll have to see. But there's like, don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Ain't got a clue what they're for. Like markers, but I don't know what they're for. But turn the tuner away, it doesn't make any difference. Oh, hang on. Oh, they're the end stops for the tuner. Yeah, they're the end stops. So so obviously you can't wind the tuner too far. So I wonder, yeah, I wonder if you can get it to 104 or 108 by just adjusting the position of those things. I doubt it, but I'm going to be doing the tuning the dial cord on this because it is fucked. So if I don't do it now, it's only going to have to come out again, so I may as well do it while it's out. And I keep yawning. Let's turn the soldering iron off, folks, because I'm going to finish my pot noodle and I'm going to bed. And I'll keep you updated. Oh, just a quick word about the Clark and Smith. The Clark and Smith, the chassis for it is down there. The amplifier is down there, very safely stored, and it's waiting for capacitors. I've got some that came in the post this morning. Yeah, this morning and yesterday morning before. I've got a pack of these yellow ones at I think they're 600 volts at 0.1 microfarad. I've got a bag of those, and I've got these ones here which are 100 volts. I think they're 50 microfarad. I'm not sure. Let me check. Oh God, I hate it when it gets early in the morning. Yeah, 50 volts, 100 microfarad. I can't remember. They're for the Clark and Smith as well. I can't remember why I ordered two of them, because I think I only need one. But I think I ordered two as to just have an extra one. You could buy them as single, but I think I ordered two. Or did you have to buy two? I can't remember, but I think I only need one of them. But we'll see. Because it's like I say, I've been at work all night and I'm absolutely shattered, folks. And anyway, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna get off, and I shall catch you later. Thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.